Greeting YouTuber Ubers. So I last week I was able to do my first meeting. Um, like a local town meeting. This particular meeting was about our region, or the Berkshire County is having an election. Of course, we're always having elections. This particular election was for the Berkshire County attorney um, was running for office. So they're running around doing forums before September 4th, which is election day, for many different things. And so they were doing a forum, and they asked if I would like to do it. So I went there with all my gear, borrowed some gear from the studio, uh, shot it with two cameras and two microphones. And I didn't need the two microphones. I was just, I don't know, being redundant. And so I had to pick between the two sounds. And they came out pretty good. They had what I call a Mr. Microphone um, for their sound system, which was and you'll see it in the video. It was about, 1 foot cubed and had a speaker and a microphone and plugged in the wall. It did pretty good for sound, and I was only 20 feet from it, so my shotgun mic was fine for it. So, yeah, I had a little trouble sitting for the 3 hours. The thing was an hour and a half long, but I'd already been there for an hour and a half. I got there at 5 and it started at 6:30. So it was a long time sitting. I don't like to sit for long periods of time. I need to move around. I picked a good spot, and then another 50 chairs went in behind me, so I was kind of stuck where I was. But I had one camera. You'll see in the video that I had one camera as a group shot, and then I had a second camera where I'd follow the candidates and the action. And then in the editing, post editing, I brought the two camera angles together and came up with a pretty good presentation, just like I do with most of my other stuff. So it came out really good. It was an hour and a half long, which is kind of the longest show I've done on the air. The file size is about 8 gigs. So yeah, I was going to do was put it over on my OneDrive from Google, and then transfer it from the OneDrive over into YouTube, so that I wouldn't have to bring it home and load it up. Of course, I can't bring it home because it won't fit on a thumb drive to go onto a PC. Only PC's thumb drives are limited to 2 gigabytes. So, not to mention it would take, a month to upload a 8 gig file to YouTube. So it looks like there's some kind of weird bug that just showed up right after I signed up. That the new Google Drive stream doesn't work with transferring videos to YouTube. Go figure. They're all owned by the same massive corporation, and they don't even talk to each other. How messed up is that? So, what I'm going to do in below is I'm going to put a link to the video in Vimeo that the community cable sation has loaded it up. And if you'd like to go watch it, even if you just will watch parts of it, that'd be nice. You'll at least see how I did. I created a title page for the opening, and I created an exiting page a page for the end, a uh, whatever that page is that goes on the end. I just can't think of what it is at the moment. Credits, yeah, a credit page, which I always do anyway. So I think overall the video came out really nice, and you don't have to watch the whole hour and a half because if you don't live in the Berkshires, it isn't going to matter. So, yeah. But give it a look. Watch part of it if you like. Most of the politicians, they all kind of say the same thing, it seems like. I have not a clue on who I'm going to pick. I either pick the old guy that's been doing it for 15 years and it's the old way of doing things, or I pick one of the new people. And then I have to decide which one. The one that seems like it wants to do everything all at once, or the one that doesn't quite. I'm not sure. It is all a mystery. Voting is a mystery. Ta-ta.